OG Honda Civic CC. This next car actually has a lot of history for myself. This is the Mercedes-Benz 560 SEL W126. My mom and dad had one of these. Had many fond years sitting in the back, being forced to listen to 103.5 KOST at SoCal. A lot of 80s music. Used to go everywhere in this thing. Long story short is this was actually supposed to be my first car, but prior to me owning it, my mom got in a really bad car accident where the body shop actually resectioned the whole car, which is from the roof, removed the whole rear because she got rear-ended on the freeway. And once they repaired it, because insurance didn't want to total it, they actually ended up repairing it, and then it was done by a really good shop, but for whatever reason, issues with the car mechanically just started going from there. So after about 2 years, right before I got my license, my mom says, you know what, forget it, let's just get rid of this thing. It's not worth trying to fix. She was just pouring money into just repairing a lot of problems. So the car was never the same after the accident. But yeah, this car is really cool, left-hand drive. A lot of fond memories of this thing. And what I remember most is the car rode very, very, very smooth. But let's go ahead and keep going on this video. Got the Hilux Surf here. We're obviously in the 90s or 80s, going into 90s. Have the Toyota Soror, all factory spec. Have obviously all those cars there. I don't know if you want to see the cars there. There's a Toyota Steamer, Toyota Previa, Celsior with LS400, and a Lexus RX 300. A 91 NSX right here. The infamous Initial D car, or one of them. And finding ones this pristine, there's only a couple of them in the US that are this clean. Is the Mercedes 190E. My buddy Sid probably has a lot of fond memories with one of these things, and his was red too, I believe, from what I remember. So this should be very nostalgic for him. This thing's mint. We have the Skyline GTR. I've seen quite a few of these driving around in Japan, which is pretty cool. I see people still driving, enjoying them. TikTok Girl Special, the Mazda Miata, or so. We have some of the newer cars, Toyota Mirai, Tesla Roadster. It's kind of their tribute to alternate fuel or alternate power vehicles right here. So you have first gen Prius, the Insight, IMEV, Tesla Roadster, and the Mirai. If you didn't know anything about Toyota, if you know about Toyota, they're doing EV, but they're doing it at their pace and process. They're actually trying to do alternate fuel vehicles, which they're hydrogen power and so forth. Unfortunately, the US market has not been super receptive to it, so kind of hard, but I do like the Mirai. Big Steve, my friend Big Steve's got one, and his is pretty cool. Anyways, then one of the highlight vehicles here on the third floor is the Toyota LFA. But yeah, this pretty much is the top floor. I'm gonna go ahead and go explore other areas of the museum. So once you enter, there's the ticketing area and the entrance for the main part of the museum. Here they have the restaurant for the museum and the museum lounge where they have some cool pieces on display. And then the cultural gallery is right there to the left on the other side. But let's go take a look at everything here. So various tools. They have a cool little wall here. Display, some artwork, some die cast and scaled models. They've spent a lot of money putting this together, and I believe this is where you're going to see a lot of special exhibit cars on display. Let's take a look. Parking lot's filling up pretty well. I wasn't expecting this place to be this busy this early, but then again, it is a Sunday. Control gallery is right over here. It has more cars on display, but let me check out this Lego setup. Oh, very nice. They built a scale, sort of this museum and the whole property. Main building, cultural center. Where's the train? So coming to the cultural gallery, I have no idea what to expect here. Didn't see any videos. Oh, here we go. I'm really liking what I see walking in. Here. Here's a sneak peek of what they have on display. Just looking at this wall here, pretty excited. That right there. Prototype concept car. You have an old race car here. Oh, that looks like they got a DeLorean there too. So that's gonna be really cool to see once we get to that part of it. But yeah, this is again a cultural gallery, so they're gonna go over the history. This is a showroom of a lot of cars. Wow. Oh, man, the AC is awesome in here too. The die cast are different. Lots of history here. We have badges and brands of every generation. From where does it start? Yeah, 1880 all, and then each one it's at each generation, every decade going down. Factory mascots. They have the emblems for different vehicles. What vehicle had the? Oh, interesting. Oh, that's a big, yeah. Michelin tire, really cool. Seen a lot of these emblems before. This is really cool. They've been able to capture every logo out there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up well. So a lot of reflecting going on, but I'm still sharing with you. Pontiac had a Native American front emblem for one time. That is really cool. Accessory mascots. lot of artwork on different cars and magazine advertisements, different brands, everything. There's displays of just different cars through the history of cars from diecast. So kind of like we saw at the Nissan Museum where they kind of do like a timeline of cars, but this one's for all cars that they feature. Posters also, different advertisements. Obviously you get into plastic model kits from Japan. I was big into this when I was a kid. Had a bunch of them. I have no idea where they all went. Definitely didn't throw them away, so I think my parents made them disappear. But yeah, I had a lot of this stuff. This brings back a lot of memories.